Hello and welcome to episode 6 of Abiotic Factor. In this episode, we'll finally gain access to Manufacturing West. Now, starting off back at base, all of my gear was on low durability, so I crafted a repair and salvage station which looks a lot smaller now in 1.0. I screwed together a repair bench and repaired all of my armor and tools. Now, while I was gathering materials to fix up my armor, the Flat Hill fog followed me back to the facility. Now this fog, it doesn't do anything bad, it's just some sort of basic fog that gets in my way. Now to clear this fog, I headed all the way back to level 3, and on this panel here there's a little button that activates some dehumidifiers which clears all the fog. Now with this fog cleared, I headed back to base, put on a hazmat suit and carried 2 power cells to go unlock Manufacturing West. Now carrying these paracells all the way back to Grayson, who's still bleeding out here next to the forklift, I finally put the power cell into the forklift and gained access to level 3. Now heading into Manufacturing West, I headed through these pathways and found myself in the main entrance to Manufacturing West. Now standing here, I heard gunshots in the background, so I started panicking and set my respawn point and headed to the entrance to Manufacturing West. Heading through the back tunnels, I found myself in this little area where I met Varsha.
Stay quiet. They'll hear you. At first, I thought it was an accident. Those creatures everywhere. But then these terrorists came, hunting us. Now I don't know what to believe. What do they want? If I can just get to the blacksmith, he'll know how to get out of here. He's wired into this whole sector, and his forge is a fortress, so he should be safe. I think. I'll open the door for you now, but I'm telling you, they're shooting at anything that moves. Be careful.
Now with Varsha telling me that the way to go is to find the blacksmith, I carefully made my way through Manufacturing West. Now heading up a ladder, I hit a button which opened the gate, and I finally gained access into Manufacturing West. Now with the gunshots getting closer and closer, I opened the door for some quick access and headed into a nearby room where I heard a voice.
Whoa! Can anyone hear me? Oh hey, I'm over here in the crane. The glass is bulletproof, but these guys don't know the meaning of give up. I keep hearing them talk some kind of code. Whatever, I figure the best thing I can do is distract them so they don't notice poor suckers like you. I'm guessing you're looking for a way out, but first thing those trigger-happy assholes did was lock down the crossroads. You could push straight through if you got the guts. Or you could get smart and work your way around them. Head for the garage. Try and touch base with the blacksmith. He ain't going anywhere. I know what I'd do. I'd head for the garage and go from there if I were you. You can't miss it. Just be careful. These guys ain't messing around.
Now with the radio guy telling me that the way to go is through the garage, I headed the opposite way to all the people guarding the crane and headed through the back ways into the garage. Now heading further along through the back way to the garage, I found our first enemy of Manufacturing West. Now this guy, I guess he was having lunch in the kitchen or something, so I could sneak up and give him a good smack. Now this grunt, as the game tells me here, I quickly dealt with him, chopped him up and gained a better backpack from him. Now heading further through Manufacturing West, I've found myself the next enemy of Manufacturing West, this guy. So after quickly dealing with this little rat, I chopped him up and this time not only gained his skull, but got an arm. Now finding myself finally in the garage, it was guarded by one more grunt, so after quickly taking him out, I gained access to the forklift. Now, storing all my items into the forklift, with the second power cell that I brought from base, I could power this forklift and drive it around. Now, before I exited this area, I decided to run around, break all the crates so I can gain all the materials which I'll need in the future. Now, finally opening the doors to the garage, I hopped in my forklift and left to go to find the blacksmith, which is just around the corner.
Look, We don't got a lot of time. Radio's out. Frake's gone AWOL. And the place is crawling with gunned up psycho cowboys. They ain't shut me down yet. But folk like you need to be getting to the surface tunnel. Roadway's locked up tight, so you need to find a way through the security doors up there. Maybe you can hack through somehow. They don't exactly leave the codes lying around, if you know what I mean. If you need something, though, I can help. Equipment, gear, whatever. I can make it, if you got what I need.
Now, with the blacksmith giving me the recipe for the level 2 keypad hacker, he told me to go to the surface tunnel to escape this facility. Now, with the blacksmith having trades for all these useful resources, I need to come back here, trade for some stuff to make the level 2 keypad hacker. Now, looting the nearby area, I headed back to my forklift, stored all my items, finished smacking the nearby crates. Now, with my pipe bending, I decided to take the forklift to this door here, which after hacking it with my hacker, I gain access to the tram stop that's in Manufacturing West. Now heading onto the tram, I clicked the button, and the tram started driving off into the void. I guess in 1.0 they changed the tram a little bit here. The tram used to be floating, but now it's on a little rail, which I guess makes a little bit more sense. Now at these doors here, with them made so much faster in 1.0, I found myself back into the office sector. Now arriving here, I noticed that the guy from Manufacturing West is now in the office sector, so I guess the mercenaries are spreading throughout the facility. Now heading all the way back to base, and waited for the facility's power to turn back on, where I got interrupted by the co-worker who decided to jump right through my pile of loot, and crawled away without saying a word. Now later in time, the co-worker came back again begging for food, but no, Mr. Co-worker, I don't have any food for you just yet. Now with the facility's power finally on, I could craft myself a medium storage crate, which will store much more items than the current ones I have. Now with that storage crate full, I decided to create another one so I could store all of my items I got from Manufacturing West. Now, with my base looking a little cramped right now, I think it's a good time to go move bases. So I created a platform cart so I could transport all of my items a lot quicker, and I think a good spot to build a base would be the security area on level 2. Now needing some more cool items to deck out my new base in, I angered the nearby security bot and decided to see how good the pistol is against this. Now I thought that this robot will only tank maybe like 10 or so bullets, but no, this thing decided to tank all of my bullets. And with this thing finally going down, I had 1 bullet left in my gun. I think I went through maybe 50 or 60 ammo here, so my gun is practically useless now. Now paying the hefty price of 50 bullets for 1 CPU, I could craft myself the enhancement bench. Now this new thing new to 1.0, I have no clue what it does, so I screwed it, connected to power, and realized this is just an extension of the crafting bench. This thing can upgrade my existing items like pretty much anything with the little blue arrow. It can sticky tape a flashlight to my pistols, and I guess it can also have different mods in the future, like the auto pin here. I can't wait to see what that does. And while here, I decide to upgrade my screwdriver to make it a makeshift drill. Now with these upgrades done, I think we're ready to move to our new base. So yeah, I'll see you in the next episode of Abiotic Factor, where we will build our new base.